Hello everyone. Today in this lesson we will install Laravel Valet Linux Plus on Ubuntu system. So what is Valet? Valet is a web development environment and it always runs Nginx in the background. It also provides MySQL database handling, Mailhog, Redis, sharing sites on LAN and HTTPS. And it also proxies all the requests on .test domain to point the sites installed on your local machine. Because Valet is usually referred as Laravel Valet, so you may get confused that this Valet is only for Laravel applications. But actually it is not limited to Laravel. It also supports core PHP and other framework as well. For example, you can use it with WordPress, Magento, Drupal, Cake PHP and other frameworks. Now here remember that the official Laravel Valet is only available for Mac OS, but there is no official Valet for Linux or Windows system. But good news is that we have two different versions of Valet for Linux system created by the Laravel community. One is Valet Linux and second is Valet Linux Plus. Both are good, but this Valet Linux Plus has more feature. For example, this Valet Linux provides MySQL database handling, Mailhog, Redis and other features. So in this video we are going to install Valet Linux Plus. So what are the requirements? Here your Ubuntu version must be above 14.04 and right now we have installed the Ubuntu 20.04. Next we need PHP 7.1 plus. We will install that in a moment. We will install this as well. Next, if you are on Ubuntu 14.04, then you need to add latest Nginx repository because Ubuntu 14.04 by default comes with the old version of Nginx repository and that version doesn't support HTTP2 and that is required to run Valet secure command. We are on the Ubuntu 14.04 so we can skip this step. Next we need to install these package dependencies. In the previous lesson I have shown you how to enable firewall in your system. Make sure to disable firewall in your system to install these dependencies successfully. Now copy this and paste this command, press enter. It is installed now. Next we need to install PHP. So current latest PHP version is version 8. So to install PHP 8 we need to add latest PHP repository in the Ubuntu system. So first let's run this command and run this on the terminal. Next we will add the latest PHP repository. So copy this and run this in the terminal. Press enter to continue. Next we need to update the local repository. It has automatically updated it. Let's run this anyway. Next we will install the PHP 8. So let's run this command in the terminal. It is installed. Next we will install PHP extensions. So let's run this command. And it's done. Next we will install MySQL. This Valet automatically installs MySQL server as well, but mostly I have faced error when it is installing via Valet. So I prefer to install MySQL manually. So to install it, let's run this command. Now MySQL server is installed. Next we will run this command. And here first option is validate password component. We don't want that, so press no. Now enter the new MySQL password and confirm new password and press enter. Next, remove anonymous user. Yes, remove that. Disallow root login remotely. Because we are on local machine, so we don't need this, so press no. And remove test database. Let's remove it. And reload privileges table. All is done. Next, right now to log in MySQL, we have to use sudo MySQL because we want to use Valet to handle MySQL database. So we need to change this. Otherwise, we will not able to use MySQL using Valet command. We need to use MySQL native password plugin to authenticate MySQL root user. So let's implement this. First, let's log in the MySQL user. Now we are in the MySQL shell and here we will run this MySQL query. So copy this and paste that. Here in this query we have altered the root user and used the MySQL native password plugin, and the root user password is password. Now we need to flush privileges, so copy this command and run that here. It's done. Now exit MySQL shell. Now it's done. Next we will install Composer. We are going to install the Composer using curl. So make sure you have installed the curl in your system. Copy this command and paste that in the terminal to install the curl, and it is already installed. Next, copy this command to install Composer and run this in the terminal. Now it's done. To verify if Composer is installed successfully, run composer -version, and we have Composer version 2. And finally we will install Valet Linux Plus. So for that we need to install this package globally using Composer command. So copy this and run that here. Now Valet is successfully installed, but right now Valet command is not available on the terminal. For that we need to export Composer vendor bin path in the bash profile or in the bash rc or gzh. Because I am running the G shell, so I will export this Composer vendor bin path in the gzh file. If you are not running the G shell, you can add this path in the bash profile or bash rc file. That file is located in the user home directory. Make sure to export correct Composer vendor bin path. In my case, that is in the home directory, and if we go to cd.config composer vendor bin directory, and if I run ls, and here is the Valet bin file. So in my case, that is config composer vendor bin, this path. So copy this and let's go to the home directory, and I'm going to open the gzh file in the vi editor. So vi.gzh, and I'm going to paste that right here. Save and close, and now we need to restart the terminal. So close this and open the terminal again. Now Valet command should be accessible from the terminal. So for that let's run Valet and -version, and it's working. We have Valet 1.5 installed. Next we will run the Valet install command, and it will install Nginx, Redis, Mailhog and other tools. So let's run this command. Now the installation is started. Because it is going to install number of tools, so it will take some time. So to save time, I am going to fast forward it. Now here it is asking to enter MySQL root user password to connect MySQL. So enter your password, and now Valet is installed successfully. to make sure Valet is installed correctly, we will ping foobar.test. And this domain is responding to localhost, so it means Valet is installed correctly. Valet will automatically start each time your machine boots, so there is no need to manually start Valet every time. In case if you see Valet is not working or you need to restart any of the services like PHP or Nginx, then just run the Valet restart and it will restart all its services. Now let's see the features provided by the Valet, and the first command is the park command. What this park command does, it registers a directory in your local machine that contains your applications. For example, let's say you have a directory sites. So let's create this mkdir sites and cd sites. Now let's park this sites directory. So for that, here we will run valet park. Now this sites directory is added into the Valet's path. So all the directories in this sites directory will be accessible from the web browser. For example, let's say we have a directory my app. So mkdir my app and cd my app, and in this directory I will create a new file index.php, and in this file I'll say in h1 tag hello world. Now close the h1 tag and save and quit. Now let's open this my app in the web browser, my app.test, and here we go. Let's print the php info in this file. So here I'll say php info function, save and quit. Now refresh, and here we go. We have installed the PHP version 8. Similar like that, let's say in the sites directory we have one more app. Let's say that is app2. Now cd app2, and here I'll create vi index.php, and in the h1 tag app2, save and quit. Now in the browser we can access this app2.test, and here we go, it is available now. Next is the valet link command. Similar like park command, link command also serves the app in the browser. The park command serves the multiple sites, whereas link command is used to serve single site in a directory. For example, let's say outside the sites directory, let's say here we have a directory app, so mkdir app and cd. So now here I'm going to run valet link, and it has created a app symlink in the valet sites app directory. Now here I'll create a new file vi index.php, and here I'll say in h1 tag app, save and quit. Now in the browser we can say app.test, and here we have, and we can use valet links command to see all the linked apps. In our case we have only one. Using valet we can also enable the SSL as well. Right now you can see we can access app.test only using HTTP. So to enable the HTTPS, we will here run valet secure and enter your password. Now it is secured. So if I run valet links, and you can see the SSL is enabled and we can access the app using HTTPS as well. So let's see. So in the browser, let's open it using HTTPS, and you can see we have lock icon enabled here and connection is secure. How cool is that? If you want to disable SSL, just run the valet unsecure, valet links, and now you can see SSL is disabled for this app. Let's install a Laravel application. So first let's install the Laravel installer. So let's go to the laravel.com, to documentation. So run this command in the terminal. Now in the home directory, here I'll say Laravel new, let's say app name is Laravel app. Now Laravel app is installed. I have seen many questions that I have installed the Laravel installer, but I can't run Laravel new command from the terminal. The simple reason is that in the bash rc or gsh rc, you have to export this composer vendor bin path, because in this composer vendor bin directory, the Laravel binary file is located. So we have to export that path. Now if we go to cd Laravel app, and here I'll run Valet link, and it has created a symlink for this. Now we can access this Laravel app in the browser. So Laravel app.test, and here we go, it is running. Now here is the magic. You don't have to specify that run the Laravel app from the public directory. Valet has automatically detected that this particular app is Laravel app, and it should be pointed to public directory. If we see the Valet documentation from here and scroll down, this Valet has driver for these frameworks. So it automatically detects the framework and serves the app accordingly. For example, let's install the Wordpress and see cd. So we go outside the Laravel app and let's go to the Wordpress website. Now click here, get WordPress, and here is the link for latest WordPress. So right click, copy link address, and here I will download it using wget command. Now it is downloaded, so unzip, and here we have WordPress directory. So cd WordPress. Now here I'll say Valet link, and it is done. Now let's open this WordPress in the browser, wordpress.test, and it has automatically detected that this app is WordPress and serves the app from the root directory. Now continue, let's go. Now to install this WordPress we need database, and this Valet also give us some commands to handle database. So here to create database we need to run this command valet db create and then database name. So valet db create, let's say database name is WordPress, and database is created. So here we will specify the database name, and username is root, password is password, database host is localhost, and submit, and run the installation. Site title, let's say demo, admin, password, confirm this weak password, admin at example.com, and install WordPress. And here we go, it is installed. Similarly, you can see the list of databases. You can drop database, you can reset its name, you can export database, and you can import database. It also provides a command valet share, and it serves that app in the ngrok.io. Now we can run this app on any network. Valet command also provides us Mailhog. This Mailhog is to catch the emails for development purpose, and this Mailhog is running on the mailhog.test. Let's see its example as well. I'm going to navigate in the Laravel app. So cd Laravel app. Now here if I open .env file and here if we scroll, here we need to specify the email driver. The email host is Mailhog, that we need to change, and it should be 0.0.0.0, and we also need to change mail from address. Let's say that is foo@example.com. Now save this, and also make sure the mailer is SMTP driver. Now our SMTP configuration is done. Now close this. Now let's send an email. So I'm going to open routes web.php, and from here I'm going to send email. Let's say mail raw, and let's say the mail message is some text. Next, pass the function, and it is going to accept message variable. Now here we will say $message to, let's say, harish@example.com. Now save and quit. Now in the Laravel app, refresh, and now mail should be sent, and in the Mailhog, and here we receive the mail, some text. This is all in this lesson. You can read more its feature from the Valet documentation. So thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe us. See you in the next lesson.